As a business owner, if your self-worth is low, you're gonna have less money every single month in your life than if your self-worth was high. You could have a lot more money for you personally in your life. How you can make that happen, watch the video. Welcome to this video. My name is Roth, and all my career I was turning my passions into my income. And this channel is all about how you can turn your passions into your income, into your business, and grow it online. This video is all about self-worth and money. So how is it possible that your self-worth can create more money for you through your business? Let's have a look into it, and by the end of this video you're gonna know how that works. You're gonna know how you can increase your self-worth, and you're gonna know how you can increase the money that you're gonna have every single month, and you're gonna know how to keep that or even keep increasing your self-worth and income. What is your self-worth? We're talking in the context of business and money. So the self-worth, I would say, for the sake of this video, is the worth that you are giving yourself in dollars. So how many dollars should you get every single month? How many dollars are you earning every single month after all costs of your business that you can use for your private life? You know the answer to these. And that's the self-worth that you are giving yourself so far. One thing that's very important to know about the self-worth, for some people, they have a high self-worth in the partnership area of their life, and maybe they have a lower self-worth in the business and money area of their life. So you could say, of course, you only have one self-worth because you're only one person. Are you really? But let's say, let's divide this context of self-worth into different areas of life, and we are only talking about the money and business area. So how comes that you can give yourself a self-worth, and you have given yourself a self-worth, and it's showing up on your bank account every single month? Very simple, because probably you have defined for yourself at some point in your life, how do I want to live? Like, in what house do I want to live, or in what apartment do I want to live? What do I want to eat? How would I like my spare time lifestyle to look? Would I want to have expensive bikes or whatever your hobbies are, or is it all very simple and cheap? Any is good, there's no right or wrong. But at some point you have defined in what apartment you're gonna live, in what area of the town you live, what food you live, etc., etc. And either you have defined it consciously and you made that decision, or maybe you had thoughts like, okay, I can only afford this. And then you have defined how your life should look like. And that was the moment when you decided your self-worth in dollars. So how can you change that? Very simple. You go ahead and ask yourself the question, hey, how do I want my life to look like? Take a piece of paper, answer the question. How is my life looking right now? Take a piece of paper, write it down. And you're gonna figure out there might be differences. So what you have done now is you have redefined what you really want out of your life. Do the same for the business. How is my business looking right now? How do I want my business to look like? Compare the two and consider the new one as the updated version. So basically what you did, once you have done this exercise, you could basically also stop the video right here or pause it, do the exercise, and then start it again. So what happens then is you basically had a look of your standards in your private life and in your business life. So what's the status quo? And you also checked on, hey, what should be the new status quo? Nice, because you have basically defined a gap from right now and the future that you want to have. That's not really changing anything right there and right then. It could though, if you make the decision that your new idea of your life is not, it would be nice to have it, but it's a must to have it. So basically you would raise your standards to a new level in your business, in your private life, and make it an absolute must to meet these standards every single month. So what would happen is, once you see the new standards, you would have to think, okay, how can I make it possible? Let's say you live in an apartment, 30 square meters, somewhere in a town, but you rather would like to live in a house at the sea. You would have to start thinking, how would I have to do things differently in order to be able to make that happen? And then you're gonna figure out what it has to do with money, right? Because possibly the new version might cost more money. So now we're in a business context. So now you would ask yourself the questions, how can I make it happen to make more money? And when we're talking about standards in business, we're talking about what is the quality of my service? How fast can I deliver that quality of service? Am I doing all my business processes by myself, or do I have a team that is actually helping me out, etc., etc., etc.? So you could rethink your whole business, whatever is needed to be rethought in order to be able to raise your income. And not only the income of the business, but also what is left for you personally every single month. And if you're doing it right, then you go ahead and raise the income of your business so that you can reinvest even more in your business, and at the same time also take some more for you. As long as you put the major amount that you're making with your business back in your business, the business is even growing, you're basically investing into yourself, into your own future, because at a certain point, even more money is coming back into your business. You can take the same percentage. If let's say your business makes 100,000 a year, you take 10% out of that. Just as an example, you got 10,000 out of your business. If your business makes 1 million a year, you take 10%, you get 100,000 every year out of your business for you personally. Just so we have an example, you can work with the same percentages, but increase the amount and make sure that that what you keep out of the money that you get from the customers also increases at the same time. So now you have defined how can you figure out your own self-worth. That's the standards that you have for your own life and for your business. How can you increase it? That was step number 2, by redefining the standards. How can you make sure that you stay at these new standards, keep the standards in mind until you make it happen? Hey, every day, just read your new standards that you have written down, for example. Keep them in your mind. And even once these standards, they are established in your life, so you see your business has transformed, you see that your private life has transformed, basically your environment is reminding you of your standards and it's becoming a new normal. Still, it makes sense to be aware of that, and it makes sense even to go one step further, and let's say every half year or every year you go ahead and do the same process. You have a check on your standards, private life, business life, redefine whatever you think could be better, and then work on it, make it happen. I hope this video, this process, and these ideas and this talk has helped you. If so, give me a like. Also subscribe to the channel, because I have a lot more info about how to grow your own business on the internet for you, and looking forward to see you in the next video. Cheers.